Well, my name is Talea. I am an artist. I sing, I write music, I play guitar. I'm a musician in every aspect. Well, being that I grew up in Georgia, outskirts of Atlanta, the things that stuck to me the most is just being Southern, the hospitality, and growing up in church that influenced me musically a lot. So the first project I dropped was kind of like a test run. We didn't really put too much into it as far as like outside help. It was just my team and I. So with this new project, it's a little more developed. My sound, I found my sound more. So that's why I kind of like wiped my Instagram clean, because I want a new start, because we're really gonna push my sound this time. More so the first time it was more like an experiment. Going through life and ignoring situations, I feel the best way to do it is just ignoring negativity. Like, as simple as it sounds, but something can't live or breathe if you don't give it attention. Just like someone can't argue with themselves if you're silent. So it's like, even though you notice some things aren't going the way you want them to, just acting like it doesn't exist, because reacting to it is going to be more negative than not reacting to it. It's just, being a female in the industry, it can be difficult. It's just, you have to be more stern and you have to be more aggressive, but not in a way that comes off harsh. You just have to know how to stand your ground. And at the end of the day, being an artist is your vision. So the people that you're working with or working for you, they just have to understand your vision. And if they don't, then you're doing something somebody else wants you to do. So it's important to make sure that the people you work with understand your vision and that you execute it through them. Starting off, finding my team, it wasn't really difficult. Callie, my manager, we were friends before. He knew I could sing, but we had never kind of explored that. So he put me in the studio with the producer, and it just kind of naturally grew. And then my engineer, who's like, musically my left side, my right hand, it was weird how we met, because the person we met through, we don't really work that much anymore, but we just kind of connected. The most important part with the people in my team is like, we're friends. So we understand each other's goals, and we want each other to be better in every aspect. He wants to be an artist and I promote that. We promote each other around the board. So my team, we work together in every way. It's different from being in a group to not being in a group. It has its ups and its downs, its positives and its negatives. Some of the negatives is I was in the groups with my sister. So it was kind of nice to have that comfort, and that, I don't know, it just kind of felt like home, being around people that I grew up singing with. But that's kind of a downfall. I kind of missed that connectivity. But one of the ups is I get to make all the decisions. Like you said, I don't have to really listen to anyone else's creative direction. It's just solely me and how I want it to be and how I want the music to be. So that part is easier. But I do miss singing with my sister sometimes. The way me and my sister stopped singing together, actually, I don't know, things just tend to happen naturally for me. So I got a very bad vocal injury maybe like 2 years ago. So I couldn't sing at all for a year. So we just kind of had to stop because I couldn't sing. So when I got my voice back, they just kind of were on to new ventures in life. So it kind of was an open door for me to just jump into music myself. Absolutely. When I had my injury, that was the hardest thing that has ever happened to me in my life. It was like going from doing something that I grew up doing, like literally since I've been able to talk, I've been able to sing. It's 5 of us and all of us sing. So when I lost my voice, it felt like I lost myself. And I was depressed, I was crying all the time. I didn't know what to do, but my family kept me motivated, and you have to push through it. And I thought I would never sing again. And it's mental. You have to be mentally strong when you go through things, and just push forward and keep trying. No matter if you keep failing, I was singing, it wasn't sounding right. And you have to keep going, because at some point, if it's destined, it's gonna happen. And the way it happened was so weird. I was rehearsing actually, and I fell on an amplifier, and like, it just totally shattered my voice. Like, I couldn't sing at all. My throat was swollen. I couldn't talk for like a month and a half. It was crazy. But progressively, it came back. So nothing but God. You fail because you don't try. Like, if you have that motivation and you know you're destined to do something, you can't fail at it. You have to keep going. You have to push, because you have to be your first you have to be your number one motivator. Like, even with my vocal situation, I knew I had to sing. That's all I have. Like, that's what I was made to do. So the only way you'll fail is if you don't try. If you don't try and if you don't push yourself, you're gonna fail. If you try and you wholeheartedly believe in what you're trying to accomplish, you will accomplish it. Well, my advice to anybody trying to do anything, start a business, sing, model, act, anything, just have a passion for it first. Once you have a passion for something, then you're going to put your all into it. You're going to try everything possible to make that happen and make that your lifestyle. So just be passionate and love what you want to do. Because when you love it, it doesn't feel like work, even though that's cliche, but it really doesn't. You just have to be passionate and push forward, and it will succeed. Something that a lot of people tell me that they kind of admire about me, not to be like, cocky or arrogant, is I'm like the least concerned person with the way that people feel about me. And I just feel like that's important, to be true to yourself. You have to understand that defending your character or defending your decisions is an endless job, So you just have to be confident in who you are, and don't worry about what people's thoughts and opinions of you are, because if you do, you'll never live to your potential. So I'm dropping a new project. This is my first time saying the name. It's called In Motion. So like I said before, the first project was kind of like a trial and error type thing, me trying to figure out who I am as an artist. But this project, In Motion, literally, my career is about to be in motion. So look out for that, guys.